Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start with an NFC matchup down in the Superdome. Washington taking on New Orleans. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Jaden Daniels has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The man wearing number 18, Kirk Cousins, with 2 touchdown passes for his new squad. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Black Ultra. Red Cycle. Red Yellow. Cut.
Travis. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Here we go. Set. 6. Mega. Cut.
From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returnable from the 2. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. First and 10, here's Allen. Buys, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Finds Woods. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Let's see what they went with on third down. Back to throw now, Allen. Warren's got it, complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Carolina in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. They're out and set, first and 10.
Black chop. Ready.
Here's Travis. Rolling left, buying some time. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Back to throw, Travis. On the move, headed right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he has the catch. It's a touchdown! So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, he certainly went all out for that block. Didn't find the football, but he did find the punter. And the roughing call keeps that offense out there with a new set of downs. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Tight end going in motion here. First down throw for Allen. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He brings it in. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that lowers the lead to 21.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. This is Allen on the give. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Switch, yellow. Ready.
It's Allen again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Down.
Now Travis. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now it's 2nd down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He gets caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Trying to work quickly now.
Snap, red. Ready.
Travis setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Sanders. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Everybody rushing back to the line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dallas.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Returns looking good so far. Jukes out a one-stop. Oh, still going. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give left side to Warren. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Allen to throw. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors and Jordan Travis set to go back on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ready, break.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Running once more with Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is ahead for about 5. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Set, ready.
They go to Barkley again. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Allen trying this straight ahead. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. This is Allen. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Right, 60. Ready.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Allen now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Hutchinson reels it in. And this one does not go far.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Cowboys sending out the dime package. 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. They'll go. Allen. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Black swap. Ready. Set.
Well, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on him big time in this one. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Keeping the tight end busy here. Another carry for the big fella. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Okay, right.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Trying down the middle with Henry. Bullies his way in for the touchdown. The Cowboys continue piling it on here in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. On 1st down, Allen. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Throwing here, Allen. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air, Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Allen gonna throw again. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Again, Allen to the air. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
That's another Carolina.
To throw again, it's Allen. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19. At the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming. Warren here from the gun. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 on the tote. It's 4th down coming up. Up and good from Fairbairn. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Returns looking good so far. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Check right.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
On the set.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Another run for Henry. Broke through the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. On second down, here's Henry again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just 1 off that single-game record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Able to find Hawkinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody